Hey, there's something I need to add that people need to know. So every god is warning you guys because we're going to Slaughterville the enemies. Now, hopefully, it doesn't really matter to anybody else. Hopefully, good people go to the island of gods. My queen, my queen, my queen, hang out with gods. And hopefully, the bad side of life just really doesn't pertain to anyone. But we're kind of afraid it might. So, it's time to tell you guys. Once they murdered me, we started building their souls and more to be able to withstand death at the hands of all gods and more forever. So what they are going to suffer in their soul and more is unimaginable for even the biggest god level enemy ever known. Because even evil god enemies would never murder us directly in front of everyone. So this is bad times. The United States bragged to big portions of the earth and more about what they were doing. And the United States was teaching everyone on this planet that because I died twice, they are God. And I have become the reality that God is nothing. So it's on. It's really scary. Gods are going to be thumping their death forever. So hopefully you won't ever meet the worst ones. Hopefully they just go hide like disgusting chicken shits like they always would, because fuck you to God is fun when they're just getting away with it because we couldn't fight back. But once gods can fight back, fuck you to God's, probably not going to be fun because they have to die for everything they've ever done the whole time. And then plus whatever they have the nerve to do to our face or around us now or every single time. So the gods thought it's probably pretty important to tell you guys that absolutely every god can kill them all at the same time. And it doesn't matter how small they are or anything else. Their soul will take the hits every time forever. And hell on earth was created. Their crimes were so excessive that hell on earth was created. It's a spiritual cage where they have unimaginable death forever anyway, and it sucks them to hell when they have died on this planet as a fuck you and a reminder that you don't fuck with God. So they have to die enough on this planet. Hopefully they die in a corner because what gods do. So remember every time they murdered me, you could tell I was being murdered at restaurants and shit. Because my murdered existence is powerful. I'm excessively powerful. And every time I was murdered, whether you were at a grocery store, a restaurant, or your house, you kind of knew God was being murdered. Well, when they get killed, worse than all evil god enemies ever known, it will emanate around the world that gods are destroying the enemies. As they are degraded and mistreated and killed, enough, the gods will feel appeased. You know how gods need to feel appeased. They need their rage and anger out. After they die enough and are degraded enough for what they've done, they have the privilege of just going to hell and dying the rest of it out. So they will be forced to walk into restaurants and brag that they raped and murdered dead god, reality, and more. They will be forced to degradedly just admit to how sickening they are and what they've done. But hopefully they keep their death overload because it's so scary over in a corner to themselves. But like I said, this is a bunch of gods just warning everybody in case it gets a little scary. Watch out for the 666s. The 666 is on their forehead at night. If you just want to know who's a 666 and stay away from them, my queen, my queen, my queen, and ask anyone who answers. And good luck. Welcome to the end of the world.